Holy crap, everybody, we got our first look at Iron Man's new armor for Infinity War. I also did a montage of all of his MCU armor so far, up through Homecoming. There's a new round of the Spider-Man giveaway for those IMAX gift certificates. All you have to do to enter is be a subscriber, leave a comment on this video. I'll name a new winner at the end of this. But the big stuff, we gotta look at the new Iron Man armor. This would be the Mark 48 because the 47 is the Homecoming armor. And you may have noticed that it looks very familiar if you're a big comic book fan. They always take cues from the comics, but the MCU versions are a little bit different, and they're always tailored to what he needs to do in the movie, the fight that he has, the villain he has to face. So what I'll do after this is I'll show the evolution of his armor in the MCU. I'll do a big montage. But right now, this looks a lot like his comic book space armor, which makes sense because it's Infinity War. The closest we've ever gotten to space armor was during Iron Man 3 when we saw the concept footage for all the crazy armors that he made when he went completely nuts. This is the Star Boost Mark 39. It's just made for suborbital flight. It's not made for him to travel in deep space. So there's been a couple different versions of the space armor. So you see how this is the natural evolution of his Mark 47, which is just an evolution of his Civil War armor. I don't think he's gone full Extremis yet, because you see him walking around on set with all the nodes on him. I think those are just reference points for the CG people, because when Robert Downey Jr. films scenes as Iron Man, he doesn't wear the armor. He walks around with reference points. Then they add the armor in CG later. He hasn't really genuinely worn an Iron Man suit around on set a lot since Iron Man 2. I think it was by Iron Man 3 they got to the point where CG was good enough that they didn't have to put him in the costume every single time they wanted Iron Man scenes. But there's been a lot that's been made about the arc reactor that's in his chest here. So there's this picture of the Illuminati just hanging out and chilling, drinking LaCroix like it's no big deal. Mark Ruffalo's like, this is not a LaCroix ad, I promise you. We're just hanging out on set having our lunch. Bendis went nuts when he saw this because he's the guy that actually wrote that Mustache Bros line that everybody quotes all the time. Please let them high five in the movie at some point. But all the actors have rapped and people saw this mark in Tony Stark's chest and they're like, wait a minute. Didn't he get rid of that in Iron Man 3? He doesn't have an arc reactor in his chest anymore. Does something happen? Does the time gem turn him back and make it put him back in his chest? No, I think what it is it's just a reference point for the CG later when he's wearing the full suit. When they're filming scenes, they have Robert Downey Jr., but then they also bring this on set. So he walks around with a portion of the suit on sometimes. Sometimes they'll put it on a dummy. But the first time he ever wore space armor was Iron Man number 142 back in 1981. He got an upgrade to that in 1992 in Iron Man 278. You can see the Infinity War shoulders look a lot more like this, so it's a little more contemporary. There was the satellite armor during 2008 during the Skrulls invasion. That's exactly what it sounds like. It's a satellite that turns into an Iron Man suit. It's like a space version of the Hulkbuster. There was the third version of the space armor in 2012 in Iron Man number 527. The really cool space armor he wore when he was with the Guardians of the Galaxy is just the fourth version of that. That was from 2013 in Iron Man Volume 5, number 5. And then the more recent version of the armor is Model 51. That's the one that's modular. It'll just turn into whatever armor he needs it to be. It condenses down to a wristband. Like he can literally walk around with his watch on and it just forms around him and he can turn it into a Hulkbuster when he needs to. So it can become really big, it can become small, it can fix itself if it gets destroyed. So if a bunch of pieces get blown off of him, it can auto repair itself. So it's almost like a second skin, but it's not Extremis. So as for new functions that we might see Iron Man's suit have in Infinity War, I'm guessing maybe stealth mode, maybe a little more modular, like an upgrade from his Civil War watch, which was just a handpiece. Maybe he's perfected that so that he can just walk around with the suit on, even though it doesn't look like he's wearing it. Or you see Tony Stark walking around in his parka here, but the armor is still on. It's just that you're seeing right through it. So let me know, what do you guys think about this design? It definitely looks more stylized, which I think is really cool. But here's the montage of all his MCU armor so far.
My turn.
Preparing to power down and begin diagnostics.
Yeah. Tell you what, do a weather and ATC check. Start listening in on ground control. Ready? In 3, 2, 1. Where do you want to be?
Where are you going?
What are you talking about?
I
You
meant
have a
me.
big gun. You are not the big gun.
Tony, don't be jealous.
No, it's subtle, all the bells and whistles.
Yeah, it's called being a badass.
Fine. See that?
Yeah, nice.
Get down!
Are those...
Yeah. Merry Christmas, buddy. Jarvis, target extremis heat signatures disable with extreme prejudice. What are you waiting for? It's Christmas. Take him to church. Come on. Let's go to you. I'm the best. You're gonna break your old man's heart. All right, everybody, stand down. Romanoff, you and Banner better not be playing hide the zucchini. Wow, it's so weird how you run into people at the airport. Don't you think that's weird?
Definitely weird.
What if somebody had died tonight? Different story, right? Because that's on you. I wanted you to be better.
So let me know in the comments, what's your favorite Iron Man armor so far? It could be from the comics or from the MCU. His God Killer armor is something we might see at some point in the comics, and yes, I do think that he'll get another version of the armor when we get to the 4th Avengers film. Every movie he gets an upgrade, even if they don't hype it up. But what's going to happen next is there'll be some new Spider-Man Homecoming, Marvel Phase 4. Kevin Feige explained a whole bunch of stuff about what's coming after the 4th Avengers film, and there was a really cool Easter egg that they revealed way back from Iron Man 2. So videos for that coming really soon. Congratulations to the latest Spider-Man giveaway winner, Spartan Ghost. Please private message me so I can get your contact details. While you wait for everything, click here for my non-spoilery Spider-Man Homecoming review, and you can click here for the brand new Inhumans teaser trailer. Thank you so much for watching. Everybody stay awesome. I'll see you guys tonight.